Hello guys, so we are here for part 2 of Blocks in Africa. Today we will cover in this very short video all the accessories developed for playing with blocks in Africa. So we will start with something very basic but very useful, and those are the icon stickers. As we know, these stickers are a nice alternative to the standard NATO stickers, and they are included in all the limited editions, or alternatively they can be bought as an accessory. Every unit has the icon instead of the NATO symbol, and also all the elite and special units have a special symbol. So, an example, some tactical leaders able to act as artillery, for example Rommel, they have the special gun icon on the right corner here. And for example, again, elite Africa units, so Deutsche Afrika Corps and Light Africa, have a special unit icon identification symbol here, and also a tank to remind that they can make the panzer attack. And that's it. The same for other units. So for example, if we get a look at the Italian elite Folgore, as we can see, it has the special lighting here. So the next one is the decks. As you know, in Blocks in Africa you have some rules which are not used every time you play the game, but they are special rules related to special events, such as the fall of Alexandria, the Delta Insight, and so on. So instead of looking for the specific rule inside of the rules manual every time, you can just get the rules on your side, and they are very useful, especially when you are playing the long scenarios in combination with blocks in the west or blocks in the east, or both. And a very important thing is that, as you can see, every deck is made of 12 cards, and all of them are 400 grams laminated, and they are UV matted and 3D. So for example, in the most important deck, which is Blocks in Africa, and again this deck is included in the limited edition of Blocks in Africa, you have 12 cards, which are Italy declares war. This is an Italian card, and so you have the Italian flag down under. Tobruk is back again. This is an Italian card because of the flag. And then you have, oh, this is nasty, Mare Nostrum. I have read somewhere that somebody has written Mare Nostrum as Mare Nostrum. Wow, what a mistake. But Mare Nostrum is a very special card, because if Italy or the Axis controls both Gibraltar and the Suez Canal, then Italy becomes the queen of the Mediterranean Sea, also called Mare Nostrum in Latin. And then we have some cards which are for the British. So we have Addis Abeba has fallen when the Africa Orientale Italiana surrendered. The Wilson Force to deploy the Australian Wilson Force to Greece. Operation Exporter against Vichy France in Middle East, so Syria and Lebanon. Middle East oil route is lost. Again, this is nasty, because if the British lose the control over one of the three main oil fields, they must start tracking oil consumption. And then we have Malta. No reason to spend a word more about Malta because everybody knows the impact that Malta has had during World War II on the convoy war, attacking Axis convoys to Africa. And then we have one American card, which is Torch. And then we have some card for the Germans. I'm not to mention Afrika Corps. So this card allows the Germans to send Afrika Corps in Africa. And then we have Middle East Pipeline, again another nasty card. And for the joy of Italian dictator Benito Mussolini, the Delta is inside, so Benito can finally get a ride through the city with his horse. That said, these 12 cards are the Blocks in Africa card deck, which is yellow, and they can be integrated with other 2 card decks, which are very useful, especially when playing the combined long scenarios, or even more with the campaign, the 1939 campaign. So let's start with the white deck, the early war, and let's have a look at this. Again, same amazing quality, no reason to add a word, but we can see that here we have a focus on what happened during 1939 and 1940. So for the Soviets, with the Soviet red flag down under, we have Bessarabia, Baltic limited wars, and Winter War, and yeah, the Polish partition. So as you can see, all these 4 cards are Soviet related, and they are very useful as a reminder for the Soviet limited wars. As you can see, they have a number in red from 1 to 4, just to remark the order in which these cards must be played. Let's have a look at the others. Oh, somebody may remember that in Blocks in the West we have had a card which was called Armistice Accepted. Now we have option B, which is the Armistice Rejected, and this is for the French. Sorry, this is a German card because the German may accept or reject the armistice. And then we have some British, one British and one American. The American one is Cash and Carry, approved in November 2009, if I remember well, and it was the first step to get the United States of America closer to European affairs, start supporting the British war economy. As you can see, this card has a green number and it is a 1. It states that it must be played before Land Lease and other cards. Then we have another allied card, which is Phony War. So after Poland has fallen, the Phony War starts, means that the Germans cannot make any other declaration of war, and French sabotage starts, and so on. And then we have 5 for the Germans. And how could we have missed this one? Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, no reason to add a word. We have then U-boats unleashed. This is nasty because after the fall of France, U-boats became able to act and operate not only in the North Atlantic but also in Southern and Central Atlantic and in other waters. Then we have Weserübung, special operation when the Germans attack Denmark and Norway. We have Vienna Award. After France has fallen, it's time to get the Balkans. And the last one, Hungary joins the Axis. Okay, now this is the second deck we are dealing with. Time to get a look at the third one, which is the Middle War, which is a grey deck. Again, same card quality, 12 cards, special events, no rules addition, they are just a reminder for players. So, let's have a look. Oh yeah, okay, now I remember. Oh, this is amazing. Italy attacks Greece. Now, let me open a bracket because I love this pic. You can see Al Italian tanket, driven by Greek soldiers. And paragrounded for the Germans, the deep raid for the British, and then we have some more help for the Germans. So they have the Operation Siloe, special bonus. We have Bulgaria joins Axis, Romania joins Axis, Persia join Axis, and then Yugoslavia pro-allies. Two nice alternatives, Spain and Turkey join the Axis. The Golden Square, Iraqi pro-Axis coup in 1941, and Operation Merkur, long-range long-range airborne operation. And that's it. So, these cards are very nice, outstanding quality, but again, they are not needed to play the game, they are just a nice add-on, like spheres on your charmful Christmas tree. So, we are old-style publishers, so we don't buy things from other factories, we project everything and we produce them by ourselves. So these are the plastic factories used in the game, and sometimes player just needs some more, so, or maybe they can be used for another game. We have 25 red, 20 blue and 5 black. Armor factories, the red ones, plane factories, the blue ones, and German hydrogenation plants. They produce oil for German, the black ones. So totally there are 50 plastic factories. And just in case you may need some more production cubes just for... Sorry, I got lost. Here you have extra production cubes. Those are 100, you have 60 yellow, 20 blue and 20 red. Now, one thing I would like to show you is the Gretex Map. As you know, this company is devoted to innovation and to excellence. So, after developing some classic stuff such as boxer game, we wanted to develop something special for the wargamer market and especially for collectors. So, no reason to say that Blocks in the East was the first and actually is the only one, except for Blocks in the West and Blocks in Africa, the only war game coming inside a 12 kilograms artillery replica shell, a replica of the legendary 88mm German anti-tank weapon, well, developed as anti-air, but then used also as anti-tank. And as you can see, this object is very particular because you can have, other than the name of the game laser engraved on the shell, the name of the customer laser engraved on the bottom of the shell. And as you can see, this is serial number 0, means this is not for sales, this is of the company. In reality, we have developed only 21 of these, and they are numbered from 1 to 21. 21 from 4 blocks in the east, they are all sold out. 21 for blocks in the west, there is only one remaining. And 21 for blocks in Africa, we have 4 remaining. And yeah, amazing. I forgot one thing. Customer can choose the color of the edge, so it can be unpainted, but we have no more unpainted, black or yellow. But maybe we will go deeper on the collector edition in another video. Let's have a look at the Gretex Map, which is the point we started from. So, the Gretex Map is completely waterproof, water resistant, alcohol resistant and acid resistant. Why? Because world gamers not only drink water, they drink Coca-Cola and sometimes beer, scotch and other things. I prefer vodka because, you know, I love Russians. But that said, this map not only can be folded and then ironed, you can do something like this. Do it with another map. And then you can just iron it and play over. It's amazing. This is the Gretex Map for blocks in Africa. Yes, it is 20% larger than the original. And if you want something bigger, maybe including both blocks in the East and blocks in Africa, then you can grab the blocks in the East 2.0 Gretex Map. And here it comes. It is 150 centimeters for 105 centimeters. And this gigantic map, you have all the playable area from Sweden to the Indian Ocean to play blocks in Africa and blocks in the East. The version 2.0 has just some minor adjustment. So, for example, where there is the 42 or the 43 start front line, it is not only marked with the green dashed line, but you also have the year start. Other minor details include the presence, for example, of Eastern Poland. So, more details over. And about the Soviet incomplete infrastructures, here we have added the historical date of construction. We have redrawn completely the Crimea area, which is part of blocks in Africa too, and yeah, the rest of the graphic is always the same. The the blocks in the East or the blocks in the West, the Gretex Map, may come folded, as you can see, or rolled. So when a customer orders this, it can just specify if it prefer in one way or in another way. So I forgot one thing, that the blocks in the East 2.0 map, like the blocks in the East 1.0 map, comes with the Germany expansion map, so players can play till the end of the war. And I believe we have covered every details of the accessory of blocks in Africa. Hope you can have fun with our games and have fun. Bye, ciao.